What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, round 2. And I have some new news concerning Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker said this about Dillian Whyte. He said that I would knock Dillian Whyte out faster than Povetkin did if we had a rematch. Wow. Look, you know these guys, they did square off and they went 12 rounds. And Dillian Whyte, he beat Joseph Parker, but Joseph Parker also dropped Dillian Whyte. Okay, so it wasn't just a shutout for Whyte. It was a good fight. Whyte ran out of gas. Okay, at that point, that particular fight, that showed me that Dillian Whyte had stamina issues. It showed me that he wasn't in shape like he's supposed to been in between fights. He got Orca out of shape, then he whipped himself back into shape for certain fights when training camp would arrive. Okay, Amir Khan kind of mentioned this before, how he would kind of fall off in between. You know, you do the family thing, you become that, it's almost like you get married and you gain weight or whatever in your marriage or whatever, that happy fat, you know. It's like they do that every time they win a fight, win or lose. But more than likely when they win, because then they're wallowing in victory, right? And then they fall off. You know, they celebrate, they pull an Andy Ruiz, and they start eating and drinking Corona, and eating shrimps and steaks, and you know, mayonnaise with macaroni and all this type of stuff, right? That's what Dillian Whyte did. Could he do that to Dillian Whyte? Well, if I'm Joseph Parker, that would give me a ray of hope. That would make me understand that, yo, I could have done that same thing. And this is exactly what happens when anybody falls. Look at Wilder. Look at Wilder Fury. Okay? Wilder Fury, a couple guys had already said that. They already said that what they would do to Wilder, but it's a hell of a thing when you see somebody do it. Okay? So when someone's seen that he can be beat or be defeated in that way, if you fight on the inside, if you fight mid-range with Wilder, because Wilder's a long-range fighter. He's a long-range power puncher. He had that one straight up. He can go wide with it. Okay, he sometimes comes with the hook or whatever, but he's a long-range power puncher. If you come in the inside and you fight him mid-range, you can get him. You could do something to hurt him. Okay, that's what Fury did. He mauled him. Okay, he mauled this dude. But seeing that made other people believe that, right? So a lot of times, speak it, believe it, receive it. But a lot of times, if you see it, you're going to believe it. So if you believe it, maybe you can receive it. So Joseph Parker, in his case, he's seen it. So he thinks that, and he believes it now more so, because he was also shared a ring with Dillian Whyte. And in Dillian Whyte, he dropped Dillian Whyte, and Dillian Whyte did all but quit, because he was that tired. He was dog tired, okay, in that fight. So Joseph Parker's looking at that like, damn, all I had to do was throw an uppercut. Now, if Joseph Parker can use the uppercut like Povetkin, just like Rivas, just like Joshua, he can do that, okay? Now, I admit, you know, Dillian Whyte was gassed in that last fight. And then, you know, and fatigue will make cowards of men, as we know. However, he did get hit and he went down, you know. And it's a strange thing when you get punched to the ground, when someone knocks you to the ground. This is what happens. Your adrenaline shoots. It just explodes. And when that happens, since it explodes, the adrenaline, it gets you that much tired because you start breathing crazy. Your breathing's off, and it wears you out. You burn out that much quicker. And I think that's what happened to Dillian Whyte. On top of him already being tired as hell, but the punch put him there too. So if Joseph Parker can implement an uppercut, which is the kryptonite to Dillian Whyte, I think he's right. You know what I mean? Because we've already seen what can happen to these fighters. Man, heavyweight division is no joke. It's no joke, people. People can ask Joshua. Okay? Ask Whyte. You know what I mean? You know, ask these dudes what can happen to you in a blink of an eye. Ask Fury when Wilder hit him. It could be over. Don't blink, right? Don't blink. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.